Unstable cliff overhang. Do not linger in this area. We shan't be lingering. This is a beautiful track. I wonder what waterfall it is for the base of the falls. Could it be Fairy Bower? I'd say it'd be the base of Fairy Bower Falls. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think we'll just do Tooths, because that walk through there, the Nicholas Pass walk, has taken a lot out of Belle. She was sweating big time. And heading up to Fairy Bower, 380 metres steep. She's not going to like that. Right in under the overhang. How are you finding it, hun? You're going to need your camera here. Beautiful overhang through here. Yeah, calm down. Well, this is a nice wide open track. So. We just hope that the access trail from Fairy Bower Falls to get over to the other side where the other three lookouts are is open. That's what I'm crossing my fingers on. Hun? Still can't see any shoe prints or footprints. No one's coming down here. It's going to get muddy now. Back to leech territory. There's no name back there of what this waterfall is. I'm starting to think it is the base of Fairy Bower, otherwise they would tell you if it was a different one. So maybe the waterfall was 300 metres. That's not the steps that we have to go up, is it? Oh, here. That looks like what used to be the track once upon a time.
Right.
Look at that.
Right.
What's those steps all about? There is a gate up there. Like, there's a fence line from there. People have come in from there because they've put some wood there to slide on down. Whoever designed that, my hat's off to you. That's full on. You ready to go up it? I wouldn't do that to you, hun. Do you want to get in close there, or do you want me to take the picture of it? See how close you can get and take a picture of the step. You sure?
I'll hold it.
I'm filming that. Hang on.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
That's right. Good. That is awesome. All right, let's head down along there. So they've put this in. Maybe it did come down there once upon a time. It's not coming down there anymore. What's this say? Unstable cliff overhang. Do not linger.
Linger longer.
Linger longer. Oh, wait, what?
Is it walk?
No, I don't think so. You've got to get a picture of all that from... Be careful coming down here, yeah, backwards. They did mention steep here.
I reckon you could go there.
Where?
I'd right under that wall.
No, there's a base down here. Yeah, I probably could, but we get to the base of the fall. Yeah, we've got to come back up here. So come down. It's well worth it because there's a pool down here. It's dark through here. You having a look? I'll wait till you get on the ground. I'm going through this rock here. Hopefully you guys can see. Because it's very dark down here. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks like the track continues up there. How we get over there, I've got no idea. Don't take any pictures until you're down here. Just be careful coming down. You got to come in that way, cross those rocks and on here. Yeah. You want me to come and help you? That's what, sorry? Hang on. We'll get a few pictures from here. Absolutely stunning. So we are going to do Tooth's Lookout. That sign up there must have read 300 metres to the base of the falls. and it's 800 metres to Tooth's Lookout. So we're going to continue down, have a look what this lookout's all about, and then do the home stretch. Let me go in front of you there, hon. The sun is peering through here. Look at that rock there. Can you still barbecue? Someone's cooking barbecue. Look at the size of that. Someone might be cooking down here. Unless it's up at the Gambell camping site or something, and it's wafting down. No lingering, honey. You're okay. I've got no leeches on me, so I don't think you should have any. God, it's beautiful down through here. How rainforesty is this? Look at that rock. Have you just seen this rock here? The way it's landed? What does it say? Do not linger again. Okay, it's not saying that it's closed. Do not linger in this area. Careful. Careful. Grab the sides, hun. No, you shouldn't be doing that. Expecting to keep your footing like that. Grab the rock. Yeah, let me go in front of you. If you slip there, there was no coming back from that. All right. There you go. Well done. I know, I'm confused. I'm absolutely confused. Had a look at. Well, there's no other track unless Tooth's Lookout was up those stairs. We are going down. Maybe Tooth's Lookout was up those stairs. All right, see if you got any reception. You do have an arrow here. I think we'll just keep on heading down. We're here now. Maybe it comes to some sort of cliff. We can't find this Tooth's Lookout. I'm sure we've walked already further than 800 metres. There should be a track heading off to the right. I think it's up those stairs. I don't think it's... I'll just go a little bit further along here. I don't know where this track goes to. And this just keeps on going down. There's no lookout. That makes sense from the waterfall. That would head up, and Tooth's Lookout's up there somewhere. No, head back, hun. We're just continuously going down. I don't know why there'd be a lookout like you said down there. That truck must come in from some other way. I think whatever those stairs are on top of that waterfall, Can you see the little right-hand turn for Tooth's Lookout? Hang on there. It looks to be the right way that we're heading. We should come to a T intersection where if we continue left, it heads down that way. But there's a right-hand turn here, if we're going the right way, that leads up to Tooth's Lookout. We're just going to do a little bit more of a walk here, just to see if that's the right way. There's no use coming down all this way and not confirming it. We haven't seen any tracks to the left and right. As soon as we see two trails left and right, then we'll know. Very confusing. Very, very confusing. Doesn't look like it's done by a lot of people. Okay, yeah, let's just keep on heading down for a little bit more. We have not. Have you seen a track left and right anywhere? Yeah, I haven't seen a track left and right anywhere. At least the track's well maintained. It's a slippery embankment through here, hun. Just be very careful, otherwise you'll slide down the mountain. I can see someone's shoe print. They've come up the other way. Confusing much? We are starting to head up now. I don't know if that means anything. A little bit further along. Come. Come and see if you can zoom in on it where I am here. This way. Up this way. Zoom in on it right there. I'll have to go up that track a little bit. We were losing hope fast then. And we've got two really old signs. This was the T intersection we were looking for. That takes you all the way down to Bundanoon Creek, Tooth's Lookout. If this wasn't here, we'd be guessing. All right, we've got to head up here and then we're going to head back to those falls and up the 300-metre steep ascent to Fairy Bow. It might be, hun. It might be, but just think of this. Yeah, no, but just think of this. It's down all the way. When we're coming down, it's down all the way. We shan't be cutting across. We're going to see what this Tooth's Lookout's all about. Tooth's Lookout, guys, is straight up. The icon's taking her time. Come on, don't stop, your legs will freeze. It is straight up. Dirt. Muddy. And we're so far away from the car, that's not funny. Watch for my slippery slides there. Don't go on the same steps that I'm doing. Wow. We're at the base now of the escarpment. I think I'll wait for Belle here. This walk is not for the faint of heart. Belle is doing so well. She's nearly there. We've got steps now. Look how steep the steps are. It's lucky it zigzags. Because if it was straight up, then it would be difficult. So up through there, we've still got a bit to go. Must be up on top of that rock. This is the plan. Belle's going to wait here for me because there's still a little bit to go and we still have to walk up to Fairy Bower. So she's going to wait there and then we're going to head back down this track. I'm going to head all the way up to Tooth's and see what it's about. Take a little bit of video footage from there and some pictures, and that way it lets you guys know whether or not it's worth coming up here. This is a very, very hard walk, especially if you're doing the complete loop from the Moreton and the Riverview lookouts. She's got to save her energy because we've still got a bit to go towards the car. It's like a freaking Sublime Point walk. Looks like I'm close. Where are you, Tooths? You're proving to be a bit of a issue. Man, we're still going. That's up there. I better turn the camera off. I'm hoping this is the last little stretch. Every time I say that, it keeps on climbing. Wow. Come on, man. I can't believe it keeps on going. Finally, I've reached the peak. That was not easy. I'm glad I left Belle where I did, because there's no way knowing she would have got back up here and down again. That says it all. I wish they had a grading system there. I've got to put that at a 4 or a 5. And here's the lookout down here. Tooth lookout. I can say I've done it. You didn't think I'd make it, did you? Well, I did. Look how far we've come around. We could see that cliff face over there, around the corner there. That, my friends, is Tooth's Lookout. Let me see what the time is from up here, because there's no way knowing we're going to get to the pub around about lunchtime. It is, it might have to be dinner. 12:26. What time does lunch menu open till 3? We might be even struggling to reach that. Okay, that's it from up here at Tooth's Lookout. We're back at the base of these falls, making our way up to the ferry bow track. I'm going to see if I can get up there for a few pictures, and then we're going to work our way up. Belle's going to wait here for me to get a few snaps. So I'm going to get down here, climb back up onto the walkway up there, and then I'm going to see if I can walk along this rock here for a few snaps before we head off from here. So there's the steps in front of me that takes us back home. We're going to head up in through here and see if we can get those magical shots. I think we'll be able to get down there, as long as there's no collapsing of rocks. You just got to be careful down on there. I don't know how slippery it is. I might go down this way. And this is where it might get very slippery. It does. And I'm talking very. I just want to get these stairs one last time. Look at that. Fairybow Falls Lookout. So that was Fairybow Falls down there. Up here is the lookout. It is 380 metres all the way up here, up to the lookout. Up to the car park. It looks like it's 800 metres steep. But we're going to see if we can take a little access track towards the right that takes us through to the other lookouts that we want to see. And that's what we did. 800 metres steep. I think Fairybow Falls might have been there, so we're going to the lookout.
Oh, I thought it was right.
Yeah, so that's, yeah, I'd say that's Fairybow Falls. This is the lookout, but this is the way home.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought the falls were up here, but it looks like this part's the lookout, the falls are down there. But whether or not we can find that access trail that heads off to the left, or we'll just continue up this track all the way back to the car. So we may not even take those other lookouts in. We'll just have to wait and see. Can barely lift my feet. You can get a glimpse of where the rock slide has happened. Right there, see the different colour of the cliff face there. Come on, Icon. Give us a smile. It's nearly over. It's nearly over. You've done so well. You've done incredibly well. You could compare this to the horse track there up at the Blue Mountains. What is it called? Evans Lookout. Although this doesn't seem to be as steep. But that's the way we came. If you look at that terrain down there, that looked identical when we did Beauchamp. Walked down the creek, the Gross Valley there, and started walking up. And there was also a rock collapse there as well. No more breaks now, honey. You had a huge break down at the waterfall. Oh, you're nauseous? Oh, the knees, I know. You've been walking a lot today. Yeah, I know. Was it 7? It was a bit... Yeah, I know. Now, this has been a huge day. I had no idea Tooth was going to be... There's no way many people would be able to do this. They would have given up long ago. I don't know too many of my male friends that would have kept on going. It's no surprise that we haven't seen anyone else on these tracks. If it was that easy, there'd be lots of walkers. Even though it is a Friday, we would see some experienced walkers down here. That's where we're going to have to get to. Up there. We've got a rest chair up here. Did say Gambells rest stop. I say maybe this might be Gambells rest stop. Who knows? But there's no sign saying Fairybow Lookout. Fairybow is further on there, so I would think that Fairybow Lookout is a little bit further on. This is a very solid structure. Very solid. Look at that view. I'm glad that we're up nice and high. Tooth's Lookout is up there somewhere. So I've gone up, gone all the way down this way, and back up the mountain again through Fairybow. Just walking along the top of the escarpment now. Now in the morning, Bill would have got a picture of these. Not today. Not now. She's so tired. I think I might get a picture. Got another bench seat here where walkers could have a rest. This will give us an idea if we've already passed Ferry Bow Lookout. Ferry Bow Falls Lookout, 80 metres. This way, hun. Base of falls 600 metres, Nicholas Pass Track Junction. So that's how much we've walked from the base of the falls back to here, 600 metres. So let's do this little walk here. It's only 80 metres up, and then we're going to head up there. Just be careful, slipperiness here. Alright, so this is the creek system. Bundanoon Creek, is it, do you think? This is the creek system that leads to the base of Ferry Bow Falls. It's less than a 100-metre sprint, 80 metres. Got a few footsteps on the ground here. Geez, the wind's really come up. And here it is, right here. You okay? Do you want to come down to it or just wait here? It's just down here. Do you want to wait here? Okay. I'll go down and do some filming and I'll take a few pictures. You just wait here. Yeah. Well, I don't think there's any difference from you looking at it here than from down there. What lookout? Let me see what it looks like. Hang on. The battery shut itself, so I'm down to the third battery now. Ferry Bow Falls Lookout. There's not much of a lookout, unfortunately. So there it is there. I was standing right below that. Just working our way back up from Ferry Bow Falls Lookout. Someone's inscribed on the rock here, Bride's Lookout. And that is old. Maybe someone got married here. Hopefully that's coming through the video camera. And out here is Bride's Lookout. And there was another one here. I'm not quite sure what that says. Let's make our way back to the car. See what this sign said here again. I know one of them said to Fairybow Falls car park, but I don't think that's the car park we need to get to. We have to go up, what was it called? Gulliver's Road? Wait and see. Let's see what this sign says over here. Considering there's not much water flowing up here, there was a fair bit coming in off the falls. Gambells Rest Camping. 500 metres. We need to find a track that heads off to the left. I've got the camera here. Fairybow car park, 500 metres. So we're hoping to find an access trail to the left here that takes us onto the Bundanoon track. If not, we'll just head up and give it a miss, because Bill's rather tall. We'll wait and see. Well, the access trail's rather short, so we'll see. Let's just see if we come across anything on our left. If we don't come across anything, then we're not going to do it. We've got another walkway here, so you've got railings to hold on to. Okay, I'm hoping that this is the access trail. Someone is coming down to it. If it's not, we're going to head up to the car park anyway. Going straight is to Fairybow, or to the picnic area.
How much further down?
And Fairybow down this way. We just met another couple and they confirmed this is the car park up these stairs, so this must be the access trail that they talk about on Google Maps. And then there is a road, I think it's Bundanoon Road, that heads down to the lookouts, which doesn't seem to be too far away. So Trooper Bell is going to attempt it. She doesn't want to, but she's going to. I think that's where Gambells rest stop is, because there is a Gambells lookout there. Yeah, that couple got to here and they were buggered walking down. They said, is there much further? They were hoping the lookout, Fairybow Falls lookout, was just here. We told, yeah, walking up, she's not going to be happy with that.
She won't make it.
No. We told them to go to the base, which is more spectacular, and they said, forget it. We're not going down there. So you can park in that car park up here and get to the bottom of these stairs.
Where did you put the camera?
I've got the camera. And we've got a picnic area at the base of the stairs that brings you along, and it seems to be some sort of little waterfall there. No, the track keeps on going. So it just must be the creek running down. So the picnic area is there. I'll be happy once we get up to this car park, because that will mean that we're on flat ground and there's no more climbing. Nice wide fire trail now back to the car park, coming across some weathered rocks with holes in them. Did you check the time on your phone? You didn't? Got another couple coming down. We won't be that far away from the car park now. We have finally reached Fairy Bower Falls car park. We bumped into another couple and they were going to do, would you believe this? They were going to do what we have done today. They were going to walk all the way to the amphitheatre through Fern Gully where the rock collapse is. There you go. Fairy Bower Falls has a magical ambience with king ferns lining a pretty creek and a waterfall framed by moss and curtain of roots. So walk to the bottom of the falls, cross the creek and follow the track down to the amphitheatre walk at Nicholas Pass. Turn right and this will take you to the bottom of the falls. That's what we've done. You can create a loop via Nicholas Pass and Tooth's Lookout, very steep, or walk to the amphitheatre steep via Nicholas Pass. That's the one that's closed, I think. Please allow extra time to do these longer walks. The walk has uneven surfaces and is slippery in steep end parts. So I'm now thinking that one of these tracks here brings you back from Tooth's Lookout. So they've parked here, so it looks like it's one way. So they've come down this way. We're going to actually walk up there and see if we can get to the Grand Canyon Lookout. That's what we're going to do. Hopefully it's there because this takes us back to the car and that's not what we want to do. So we'll head up here. Here's the sign. Would you believe that? Tooth's Lookout. Cliff climb track to Bundanoon Creek. I was here at the lookout and instead of coming back up onto this track, I headed all the way back down again. I'm trying to find Sunrise Point Lookout and the Grand Canyon Lookout. So I'm going to go a little bit further down this road, which is a road for cars. It loops around. Bell's waited back in the Fairy Bower car park. I might give her a call and if those people come back up, I'll get them to give her a lift back to my car. But I'm hoping to come across another sign like that that says Sunrise Point and Grand Canyon Lookouts. So I've come across a railing here and a couple of signs. I've been pretty much on point today with my navigation of where I wanted to go, and this is Sunrise Point Lookout. Alright, the next one along should be the Grand Canyon. Let's get a bit of video from here and then see if I can get around to Grand Canyon Lookout. Wow, we're all the way down there. There's some wilderness there. I can't believe I made it up this road from the bottom there to Tooth's Lookout and then I decided to head back down again. Alright, let's go see if we can find the Grand Canyon Lookout and then run back to Bell. Okay, so I've just come up from there down this way and here's the Grand Canyon Lookout on this road here. Hopefully it's not too far down. There was another one here called Gambells Lookout, but we'll give that one a bit of a miss unless it's down here as well. As soon as we take in this, do a little bit of video, take some pictures, I'll then run back to Bell and then we're heading home. You can see the signs just up there, the one-way signs. Doesn't look to be a long way down. Here's the turning circle of the car park. There may be two lookouts here. Gambell wasn't very prominent on Google Maps. I can see Gambell, here we go. 70 meters right. And this one is probably Grand Canyon. Alright, let's go do Gambells first, and then we'll come back up, and I gather that's the Grand Canyon. 70 metres. Fern Glen Walk, 210 metres. I hope this gives Belle a good rest up there. Gambells Lookout. So we'll give the Fern Glen Walk a bit of a miss. That was not on today's itinerary. Brings me back to 2024 when I was doing all these explores by myself. A couple of holes there where you can take shelter. And with this lookout and the one above, which is the Grand Canyon, that completes what I wanted to do today. Oh, this is probably the best lookout out of the lot. Look at that. Gambells Lookout is very much worth coming down to. That cliff looks so far away on this small LCD screen. Hopefully it's coming through the pictures that you're seeing a lot closer. Stunning. That's a fair drop down here. Let's run up to Grand Canyon. Just getting back up to this sign. I haven't seen a sign saying Grand Canyon Lookout yet. So that's the one we've just done. That's probably the best lookout that we've seen today, because there was a massive drop. There should be a sign here somewhere saying the Grand Canyon Lookout, but there isn't. I gather it's self-explanatory. There's the canyon on the other side. And it's grand. Looks like our lunch has turned into dinner. Who have described their names up here as well. TPD. Armo. IPW. Just going to go to the edge here and see if we can actually, what was that, 05 or 85? Tom Sav, 1965, I'd say with that one. Just want to see Gamble lookout down below. There she is, right on the point, like a Titanic. So this high view gives you a better perspective of the canyon on the other side, and that down there gives you a better one of the drop, because I can't really get down over this rock face here to show that. A couple of steps here, but no sign saying Grand Canyon lookout. Let's get back to Bell. I was a bit confused when I was doing research for this place. It actually said that you have to pay to look at these lookouts here. And I gather this is within the national park, so there would be the entry in up there where you would have to pay $4 or whatever it is. So if you are intending on coming down here with a car, I think you will have to pay. You could just park your car where we did, out on the road there, and walk on down. It's not a far walk, and you can take in Gambells, Grand Canyon, Sunrise Point, and you can walk down. Oh, and Tooths. You can take in Tooths Lookout, and then you can walk down to Fairy Bower Lookout, or Bride's Lookout, as someone had inscribed there, and then walk to the base of the falls. It's entirely up to you if you decide to do the entire loop to the amphitheatre and take in Riverview and Mark Morton lookouts. That's a long walk, so start early if you plan on doing that. I better catch up with Belle, because she's probably there waiting for me now for about half an hour. Now, is Belle still down here? She doesn't seem to be on the post where I left her. I'm going to have to give her a call. You know what I think's happened? I think she's taken a lift. No, there she is. There she is! You know what I thought happened? I thought you took a lift with that car. Were they there? Did they come back? You should have taken a lift. Yeah, you should have taken a lift and given me a call. Do you want to hear something very funny? You know Tooth's Lookout? It's just there. I made it to the top. I made it to this road. You were 10 minutes away from getting to the top. You went all the way back down again and all around. What a trooper you have been today. I couldn't...
People came back, the one that she struggled, she stopped.
Where was their car?
They're staying at Pepper's here.
Okay, so that was their car?
Yeah, they said, are you alright?
Okay.
Hot water, and do you want a lift? And then another car just came, are you alright?
Okay, yeah. I can't believe when I turned left and I seen the sign to Tooth's Lookout. I was right there. Yeah. And I decided to head straight down the mountain again. All right, this is it. One road out. This will take us back to where we've parked the car, just outside of Mark Morton National Park, and then we'll call it a day. It's been one hell of an explore today, one hell of an adventure. We're getting close to completing this explore today. We've reached the picnic grounds, and this is a one-way road from all the lookouts that we've come from in that direction. So down here I can see a stop sign. I'm pretty sure the one-way starts on the left, and if we turn right we should be very close to where I park my vehicle. Can you see any car boasting the number plates Jet? Can you see it? No. Have we reached it? Where are you, my little darling? Yeah, there's those big pylons that we've seen in the morning. Do you need to go to the toilet? There's some toilets there. No, I don't know when the pub's, we're going to hit the pub. Might as well do it now. It's Gambells rest area. Come on. Got some toilets here. That's it. My car's just down there. He is. We've done it. What was that? Yeah, go to the dunny. Let's see if there's any sign on here. So these get closed at night, I gather. I say, Dr. Guy S. Gurney Memorial. Bundanoon Recreation Reserves. Gambells Rest. Don't tell me they're closed. They're closed, are they? See this little picnic hut. Care for our wildlife. Fine supply. So I've been looking for some camera cases to replace the one I've used for over 10 years. And I've been after the low pro ridges. And would you believe I found one in an op shop there at Yamina. Now there's 4 different colours of these. This is the red one. I've got the black one at home. It's got a little zip there for a memory card. This opens up. Keep your batteries in the top, and then you can fit your camera in the side there. So I want to get all 4. So many people would know I've got about 8 YouTube channels, and one of them is called Starscream. It's with the red colour. So this is my little Starscream bag. I've got a black one at home, exactly like this. This is the Low Pro Ridge 20. There's a little tag at the back here. You can get Ridge 20, Ridge 10 and Ridge 30, but I find that the Ridge 20 is the perfect one. So the black one I got at home, I've named that one the Dark Knight. I've got another YouTube channel called The Dark Knight. And now I'm after from op shops, because these have long been discontinued. They were around about 2017, but they're now selling ones they call the Tahoe, but they're terrible design. So I'm looking for the Arctic Blue, which will be the Optimus Prime, and the Sage Green, which will be called the John J. Rambo, another YouTube channel that I have. Out of all the little camera cases that I've used or looked at over the years, nothing beats these Low Pro Ridge 20s. But finding one is going to be difficult. That is a wrap. Thanks for joining us. This is our last time up here in the Southern Highlands. That's why we decided to make it a very memorable one. Bella's decided to finish up here and consolidate there at Edelong on the Central Coast. So there will be no coming back up here in a month's time. There might be daily trips in the future, but as for staying up here, for me, that's the end. From the Icon and myself, adios.